Hey, what's up guys, it's Ross again. So, if you guys have seen my recent John Tavares edit with the splatters, I'll put a picture of it now. I'm going to be doing a tutorial on that. So, let's get to it. So we're going to start off by picking a player, always the hardest part. Let's go Eric Reed, just looked him up recently. It's a good pick. Alright, so we'll copy it, open up Photoshop, and loading. Okay, file, new, and I actually recently figured out how to make preset. You basically put in what you want here and you click save preset and you're able to just access it through this whenever you want. So I have an Instagram one. It's a 2400 by 2400 300 resolution. We're going to press OK and Command V to paste and Command T or Control to transform, Command or Control 0. And we're just going to hold Shift and resize this to fit. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, so that looks pretty centered. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the quick selection tool and mask them out. So I'll skip this part so you don't have to watch me mask. Alright, so once you fully select the player, go to Refine Edge, and you can see how it's kind of like very sharp around the edges, and it also gives you a good look to see if you missed anything. So like right over there I missed a little piece, so I can go in and clean that up if I want. And we'll go back here and we'll smooth it out. So turn smooth up a little bit, not too much. That looks about good. Maybe shift edge a little bit in. Alright, so that looks good. Alright, so once you have the selection, you're going to press Command or Control J. That creates the selection you just made on the new layer. And so now I'm just going to hide the background layer. And so from here, I'm going to put a skin on it. Alright, so filter, adjust. So I don't usually use actual skins, I just kind of play around to see what looks right. So this is how I usually start. I usually go with Vivacious. And then I usually go with Psychedelic. And I'll go to Transparency. Keep it so that it's still kind of rough, but not too rough. And we'll press OK. Alright, next I go to Topaz Denoise. By the way, sorry if the clicking and keyboard is too loud. I'm using a Mac, so the microphone picks up all the little clicks. So yeah, I go JPEG strongest, overall strength. I usually keep it 80 higher, 80 or higher, because it kind of smooths it out a lot. But whatever looks best is usually a good way to use it. So always takes the longest too. Alright, and then Topaz Clean. And I usually do curly smooth, keep the strength around like 2-3 range, threshold 0, I usually like a higher radius and a pretty high sharpness. Looks good. Let's see how that looks. Alright. Sometimes you can see how it gets a little strong around here. You could either kind of lighten up on the clean, or you could use a denoise, try and tone it down a little. So I'll try that, see how that works. If not, I'll just keep it as a rougher skin, but we'll see. Alright, well that looks good. So now from here, we're going to create a gradient map, and we're going to get the team colors online. So it's teamcolors.arc90.com, but I'll put the link in below, but you could also just go on Google and look up team hex codes, and it'll bring the first thing up. So we're doing 49ers. So which colors? We'll do red. So you copy the hex code there, so I'm using Command C, and you come back to gradient, replace this color with the new one, and we'll do the same with the gold. Paste the new hex code in there, and so we'll keep it at that. Alright, so now I played around with the brightness and contrast here. So you can make it brighter and turn the contrast up. And now you can see it's starting to get that cartoon kind of feel to it. I just click cancel. Alright, so turn the brightness up. Not too high. And the contrast also. Actually, does the contrast really do much? A little bit, but it's mostly the brightness that controls it. So you still want to keep it enough so that you can see the detail. What's going on? Let's try it one more time. It's getting lighter, it's just going not exactly. Okay, that's fine. So you still want it so that it's still got that cartoon feel, but you could still see it, enough detail, but it's kind of blending in. So there's a lot of, things you kind of want to pay attention to when you're doing this. So it's because the picture was kind of cut off at the bottom here. I'll kind of clean that up with a little erasing. Turn the opacity up, that would help. Alright, soften it up a little bit, not too rough. And so now, basically you're just going to create a new layer, and I actually didn't put the colors in here, so I need to get the red again, because that's going to be this color. So you get your color, and I have a set of splatter brushes that I used to make this. If you guys want any brushes, you could just go to brusheasy.com. That's where I get all mine from. It's always so hard to find them. Splatter. Sorry about this. Yeah, okay, here they are. So you just want to find, just kind of want to mess around and just start putting the splatters around the player, but not so much that it starts getting onto the player. So here there. Okay. So you want to still make sure you could kind of see the detail and Still trying to find these brushes here. So yeah, you basically, you could go over the player actually. And throw in some different patterns here and there. I don't know if I like that. And put one big splatter. And overall. Okay. So now you can see, obviously, I completely covered the player. But what you could do now is you hold Command or Control, and you'll click the little thumbnail right here of the player. And what that does is it brings the selection of your player up. So then what you could do is you could get like a soft brush, turn the opacity pretty low, and just kind of erase. And as you keep clicking, it'll the opacity is going to start overlaying the last one, so it'll get lighter. So yeah, really simple, really easy. Doesn't take too long to make, and it's I think the end result's pretty cool. So yeah, you can mess around with the style and play around a bit. I'll probably end up posting this one some other time, whenever I feel like it, I guess. So yeah, if you liked it, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching.